Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' Is D, about to exit this bed by Jamari. This is TikTok mom finds out her husband hid a camera in their daughter's shower. Every day, we stray further and further away from the Lord as a society. This is sick. Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
So I think it's safe to say that in 2022, we really do live in a constant state of surveillance. Pretty much everything that was written in the book 1984 has come true, with the whole Big Brother is watching you type thing. And while this constant monitoring might not be as overt as Orwell predicted, I would say that it's pretty damn close. Like right now I'm sitting in my office recording this video, someone could easily be watching me through my webcam. I have a little speaker sitting over there on my desk. Jeff Bezos is definitely listening in. I mean, pretty much if you have a smartphone around, that room is being bugged. They're tracking your location. I mean, I know everyone has had the experience where you're talking about something in a casual conversation, let's say some sort of product like a bike, and then you go and get on Facebook or one of these other apps, and you get ads fed to you based exactly on the conversation you were just having. In fact, I think we're so connected with the phones at this point that you can even just have a thought about buying something, and then sometimes you see an ad for it without ever saying anything about it out loud. But how are you supposed to feel when it's not just the government watching your every move? How are you supposed to feel when it's not just some sort of creepy hacker on your webcam, but it's someone you would trust with your entire life watching your every move behind your back, even in some of your most intimate moments? Well, that's exactly what happened in the video I have to show you.
That's why you don't bring new niggas around your kids, even after years. Even if it's been over a decade. Keep them away from your goddamn kids.
After this woman went viral on TikTok after saying this: when you've been with a man 14 years and you find out he's been watching your 16-year-old taking showers. Just after reading the caption alone, I feel like I need to go hop in the shower. So here's the initial video. She points the camera up there in the light fixture and sees something suspicious. Obviously, it looks like a lens. Rips that motherfucker out of there. She's obviously disgusted and distraught, and I cannot blame her.
Wait, your first thought is to
Personally,
record this?
I do have this exact camera in my house. It's sold by Blink, and this specific up in this case, possibly in the shower, because he knew he had to get something that was weather resistant, aka something that could take on a little bit of water, something that could take on all that was weather. Doing this with in this case, this creepy man, because it's in my house. It's so not blame her. Personally, I do have this exact camera in my house. It's sold by Blink.
Oh, I thought this was an ad. I was trying to skip it, but it's not an ad. My bad.
And this specifically is an outdoor camera, because it's black. And so something tells me whoever set this up, in this case, this creepy man, this obviously wasn't his first rodeo doing this with the hidden cameras, possibly in the shower, because he knew he had to get something that was weather resistant, aka something that could take on a little bit of water, something that could take on all that water vapor coming from the shower. And as you could see by the tape, he even goes as far as to cover up the little blue light sensor that comes off when it detects some sort of motion. And then here's this woman, obviously in a distraught state, kind of explaining what exactly happened and how she's feeling in this moment.
My 2-year-old son was standing right there. I didn't want to go crazy, psycho, and let him see. I didn't want my 2-year-old to know what's going on. I didn't want him to get scared. This bathroom I don't use. It's my 16-year-old's bathroom. The light worked. 2 months ago, he redid this bathroom. I was like, why the light don't work? I'll go get a light bulb for it. I put on my flashlight to see what size bulb it has, because I have some light bulbs that are like the size of my pinky, like the tip is, and regular light bulb sizes. So I put on my light on my camera to see what size the light bulb was, and I saw the lens. That's how I found out, because the light that worked 2 months ago was not working. And he remodeled the bathroom 2 months ago, and that light was working when he remodeled the bathroom. He did it. He admitted to it. I called. The detectives recorded the call. He did admit to it. It's no secret, like people saying, oh, this is suspicious. I wouldn't make this up. Okay, people do stuff, but I would never do anything like this to my kids just for clout or whatever. I'm devastated. Like I said, we're homeless pretty much right now. and I'm trying to figure out what I have to do. Later on,
Yeah,
I
you
met up
see
with
a lot of
detectives
stuff in
at
the
my house.
back of the car.
They came to search looking for electronics to try to get more evidence. We didn't find none. I guess he had them with him in his work truck or whatever. They advised me that I should leave while they're investigating. Went through DHS, got something where he can't see them right now, just waiting for evidence because they said it's hard to press charges on these cases. And they said that that's kind of like a live recording, so he would have had to record a video and actually save it and then find it to be more evidence, but they don't know until they interview him. And I did call them while the detective was at my house, and I asked him about it, and he admitted to putting it in there, but said he was just trying to see if the camera worked because he found it at work. And he just wanted to see if it worked, but he wouldn't explain why he put it in the shower. So, of course, common sense. Can't put the camera anywhere. You put it in the showers because you want to see what's in the shower. That's my 16-year-old's bathroom, and nobody else uses that bathroom.
Wow, what a shock, guys. The police, once again, do not know what they're talking about. The way these Blink cameras specifically work, because it's not like a constant state of surveillance, but pretty much whenever they detect motion, they alert the person on their phone. So every time someone got in that shower, he was most likely getting alerts on his phone like, hey, motion detected, someone's in the shower. And so I wouldn't be surprised if the second that she found out about his little operation, he already knew what was going on because it was already sending videos to his cell phone. I would think that somewhere within the Blink database, even when you delete these recordings off your phone, they have to go somewhere. And I would say that's for reasons like this, when the police need to investigate, and they can actually check that shit out. You know, it's like the same thing as Snapchat. These messages are supposed to be disappearing, but sometimes these disappearing messages and disappearing videos have found a way of coming back up when they've had to coordinate with the police on such matters. Also, in a TikTok, she talks about how this man works in construction on various houses, and so that really gets my gears churning, and it really makes me question if this is the first time this man has done this, because if he's always working in other people's houses, he's fixing stuff in other people's bathrooms, maybe their bedrooms, who knows how many cameras this sick fuck might have planted.
Check my shit.
Talking about, oh, I just wanted to test it because I found it out at work. You're full of shit and you're sick.
It's hard, you know,
and
with a 2-year-old to just run around and jump around from place to place. But yes, I do want to press charges to the fullest, and they are doing an open investigation, and they're going to keep me informed as they do.
I mean, overall, guys, this is just an extremely sad situation. You know, she had been with this man for the last 14 years. That means he pretty much became the father of this girl he was spying on when she was only 2 years old. I mean, who knows what thoughts were always running through the back of his mind for this entire time. They also apparently have a child together as well. She talks about this 2-year-old. You can hear him in the background of some of these videos. But I do have to say, the way this woman decided to handle this situation, to me, was absolutely correct. She didn't give him a chance to explain himself. She didn't give him a chance to be around this young girl once again. You know, it didn't matter that they have kids together. She said, nah, fuck that. He's obviously on some creep shit. She trusted her gut and got the fuck out of there. Yeah. Because a lot of people in this situation where they're financially dependent upon someone else, they don't always think like they should. They don't always think within the best interest of the kid. And sadly, some people let some really sick shit slide for quite some time, all because of that financial commitment.
I haven't seen him since this happened, since before it happened. I left the house and I never want to see him again until we're in court, and I will not look at him.
Good for you.
I did not want to be around him because, yes, I am angry, but where am I going to be if I go do something to him? My kids don't have nobody but me. If I leave them, then who they got? What kind of mama am I? No, I'll let the justice system handle it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good mama right here, man. And then she goes on to basically explain in this TikTok,
it wasn't for you.
It absolutely wasn't for her.
Brittany,
her
shut up.
Anyone who takes showers in that specific bathroom.
And why would her husband? He could be with her anytime he wants. Why would he set up a hidden camera to see her naked when he could just see her? Brittany, go back to school, baby.
People suggested that maybe someone put the camera there before they even moved in the first place, but she debunks that by saying they moved into that house in 2012.
No, she's already sure it wasn't
before
for you.
These Blink security cameras were even a thing. I will say, guys, if there's any sort of silver lining here, is that just about as much good that could come of a situation like this has presented itself. Like, for example, they started this GoFundMe for this woman and her family. And as you can see, overnight they've raised $29,000 based on 1.7 thousand donations, you know. So I can see this thing absolutely going to the moon. I hope they get that cool 100K. I, of course, will do my due diligence off camera of doing some sort of donation to this woman and her family, because this story is just really sad and it should really serve as a lesson for who you're letting into your household, especially when you do have children. With the way they've made it so easy to hide a camera these days and be constantly monitoring other people, that's kind of one of the reasons I completely got turned off from staying at Airbnbs. You know, you're laying there in the middle of the night, you're like, what's that flashing light up there in that ceiling? The sheer idea of that, combined with those absurd cleaning fees, you know, they want you vacuuming their Airbnb and shit, completely turned me off from using that service, and I think I'm back to hotels for life. I'm sure there's devices out there that already do this, but I'm sure one will become more mainstream where you can kind of just like scan a room that you're in to make sure there's not any hidden camera lenses, because this will be a very big problem for the foreseeable future. And this has to be the best update that's come out about this entire story. They actually arrested the sick fuck.
Good.
So yeah, a woman contacted Metro Nashville police on Thursday after finding a video camera and a light fixture in the bathroom at their house. She told police that her husband, 39-year-old Horacio Minero Hernandez, was remodeling the bathroom and told her to have her daughters take their showers in the other bathroom where she found this camera. During a phone conversation with his wife, in which police say they were listening in on, Minero Hernandez apparently admitted to putting the camera in the bathroom. When asked why he did this, he reportedly said it was a mistake, and that when you have something wrong in your fucking head, you just do it without thinking. So basically, they got him in 4K audio admitting to being a sick fuck, saying, I got something wrong in my head that made me do this, I got those demons. When in all actuality, this man really has no excuse. And like I said, I would not doubt that this isn't the first time he's done this. I mean, I would go as far as to say there might be a whole operation of this type of sick shit
US
going
Immigration
on.
And Customs
I mean, all in all, I'm glad that he was stopped, but still, the whole story is extremely sad. I hope that woman and the family find the peace they deserve. So y'all be careful out there, whether you're staying in a hotel, an Airbnb, maybe even someone's house that you trust. Just be looking around. Make sure there ain't some suspicious shit going on. As always, I do want to thank you guys.
Yeah, I do need to pay more attention. I'm at Airbnbs all the time. This is so fucking trifling. Hopefully they put him under the jail. He deserves it. And good luck, brother, because they don't like people like you in jail. I've heard many times that people who like fuck around with kids and weird shit that has to do with kids, you go to jail for it, everybody gonna know about it, and you know, rest in peace to your booty hole. That's all I gotta say about that. This was trifling though. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.